What's going on? What is going on? Oh, hair's a little crazy today. Hair is a little crazy today. Do millennials save money? That's the topic for today. I stole this from Pardis. She's somebody else who does a podcast. She has no idea who I am. But this was a topic. What's going on, Nicholas Hahn? How are you doing, dude? Thank you. Thank you. Do millennials save money? Do millennials save money, Nick? What do you think? There was so Nick's answer is no. Yeah, I think that people save where they can. I don't think that there's a whole lot of savings going on though. There was let's see here. Millennials are saving money, but slowing the US economy. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, can you believe that shit? This article says the millennials are saving money and it's slowing the US economy. What world do we live in where this is logical? You know what I'm saying? That saving money is bad for the economy. Absurd. Absurd. Too busy playing Fortnite and yeah, I agree. I agree. So there was an article that came out, I think it was Business Insider or some shit. Nick, you follow Pardis, right? Pardis Sala, whatever. Do you ever watch her live streams? She talked about this, an article about how millennials are supposedly saving like a bunch of money. Yeah, she's pretty good looking. And oh, here it is. It says a couple. Man, I don't know what article she was talking about, but I saw it too now. Over 600,000. There's no way there's this figure being thrown around. Not all millennials are broke. Over 600,000 are now millionaires. Okay. That's not a lot. I mean, that's a lot, but that's not a lot, you know? Yeah, I agree. I mean, she have like the most perfect teeth. Dude, that's a very good observation. Pardis does have good teeth. Yeah, now that I think about it, for sure. Absolutely. She's pretty funny. But yeah, she has an interesting little thing she's doing. But she was talking about this article that talked about that like have millennials have an average or like there was some high number of how much money millennials have saved up, and I was like, no way, man. No way. With the amount of debt that people are getting into, and like you were saying, you pointed that out, plus people are like, you know, buying houses, buying cars. I mean, I don't know. If somebody's buying a house and they're in student loan debt, yeah, that's tough. Just depends on how much. But definitely, I don't think that people are saving a whole lot of money. And you know what else, Nick? I don't know what you think. Do you agree with this? I don't think the economy's that good, right? Like, there's just not this. Now, just from somebody who is like, I'm on the ground floor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people are getting by, but there's not this like, oh yeah, I'm making all this money and I'm just saving, you know, tons, or there's just not doesn't seem to be a lot of high level, high paying jobs. And the jobs that are like high paying, everything is so expensive, dude. Like the cost of living, I'm truly appreciate the cost of living is just high. And you can skimp. The thing is a lot of times when you could cut like, okay, I'm gonna eat out less. But then when you start to get to other things you can cut, like internet and like internet, I don't know, man. I do a lot of my business like on the internet, and having good internet, a good internet connection, like you can't pay for a shit connection that could go out on you. Like I know some people that got a discounted connection and they were always having problems with their internet. Like it just would be out for days at a time and stuff like that. Like it was the network would go down. And in this day and age, you know, if you're not connected, then you're losing out on opportunities. So that's one problem right there. So you gotta pay for some decent shit. Like you can skimp on a car, but you can't skimp too much because then you're paying for repairs all the time. I don't know, man. Just everything's expensive as shit. So I don't know if it's always been like that. I actually think that that's more normal maybe than it's not normal, considering all the shit that we're buying. But it just seems like a lot of it's kind of a requirement, but maybe it's not, man. Maybe it's not. But um, yeah, I think I don't really talk to a whole lot of people about how much money they have saved. It's mostly about how much money people are making. And I can just tell by the people I talk to, the friends I have, you know, a lot of people are living as cheaply as possible, which is what you want to do. But there's definitely not a sense of there's a lot of opportunity to save money. So I don't know, but that's been on my mind lately, saving money. So Nick, you follow anything that's going on in the crypto world? Let's check out what's going on in the crypto space. So Dovey Wan has been talking about some shit. I don't know what she's talking about. Uh, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out what the new regulations in China really mean. Like I keep seeing stuff about the blockchain and China's going to develop something. But so first off, I've said yesterday, I was like, I don't understand what the threat is, but then I don't know what they're doing either, you know? So that's the thing that's getting me about this. I'm not sure what China is doing. Let's check it out. Let's pull up an article. So China blockchain currency. Let's check this out. So Reuters is English, but I don't know how good their expertise is going to be. Let's check out CoinDesk. CoinDesk, a former high-ranking congressional officer said China's central bank is likely to be the first to issue its own national digital currency, as he contended that Libra was doomed to fail. Okay. Speaking at the Shanghai-based Bund Summit, Huang Qifan, former deputy director of congressional financial blah, 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 explained how the national digital currency could affect the global market. Huang said, I think the technology is getting more mature and it's highly likely that China's central bank will be the first to issue a national digital currency. In his speech, Huang affirmed the best way to fend off the stable coins issued by private companies such as Facebook's Libra is to let governments and central banks issue a country's own digital currency. I personally don't believe Libra will succeed, he said. Some companies attempt to challenge sovereign currency by issuing Bitcoin or Libra. The decentralized blockchain-based currencies are not supported by sovereign credit and hard to become real wealth. Longtime economics pundit made his comments after Chinese Xi Jinping announcement that he would encourage the country's blockchain agenda with a new cryptography law that could pave the way to launch China's national digital currency. So this is really a way for China to have a control over their currency. Yeah, this looks like it's definitely a defensive effort for sure. Oh, what am I talking about for sure? I'm no fucking expert. Here's what I would say. Reading this, it looks like this is more of a defensive movement because they are afraid of Bitcoin, Libra. That's what they said. But here's what I would say to that. I don't understand how them issuing a digital currency solves this problem still. If people, because people don't trust the currency. Like, I think that's the bottom line. And also people are trying to get rich. So if the idea is that this will help stop people using Bitcoin and it will help stop people from using Libra or any other, Ethereum, whatever it is, if the idea behind the Chinese actions is that making their own digital currency prevents people from using other digital currencies, I don't understand the logic behind that. Except it makes sense now why Dovey on, I hate saying that name. It's so gay. Nothing wrong with gay people. Anyway, that's why Dovey was talking about the why people that are very bullish on Bitcoin should still be careful, I think, because this is a defensive move, it looks like. He says it's cool that government is going to digitalize their money, but it won't work because it's not hard money. That's right. Gold is hard money or sound money. Interesting take, Nick. I agree. So, but what do you think about yesterday? You seemed enthusiastic about the US moving to a digital coin to compete with China. Would you rather see a digital coin from the US, or would you rather see a US okay, I want to hear what you would like to see. I'm tempted to throw out my own ideas. A US digital coin backed by gold. That would be a good idea. But I still want to use cash. You know what I'm saying? Now, gold can't be manipulated. I agree. So if we wanted to keep the U.S. sovereign, right? Like we didn't want other. If we only wanted one currency really to be used in the U.S., that would seem like the way to go if they want to go digital, right? But we know they don't want to do that. No government wants to be constrained by gold. Because you can't run huge deficits. You can't do what we've been doing with gold, right? You have to balance, you have to be much more fiscally conservative. You can't just print your money out of thin air because you only have a limited amount of gold. So, and when you devalue your currency, it would be huge, I think. I don't know. I don't quite know the effects of how the devalue would be, but I imagine it would suck to have your money not be worth anything all of a sudden. So, so yeah, what do you think about that, Nick? So personally, here's the thing. I know we live in a competitive world. So I know that China wants to take us out, or the Chinese government wants to take us out. I know that the Russian government wants to take us out, and probably a few others. That being said, if I could live in a world where we had decentralized money, not run by the U.S. government, that's a world I would like to live in. You know, if we had competitive currencies backed by gold or oil, imagine if you had some currencies backed by oil, some currencies backed by gold, and those values were traded against each other. And you could like use, I'm sure there would be probably some dominant network effects. They could all be worked. Even if they have, so Nick says, even if they make a crypto, US or yen will still implement same monetary policy. So they can implement the same monetary policy unless they back the digital coins by gold. If they back them by gold, then they could use them. But right, if they don't, if we could back it with anything, right? Peter Schiff, we could use oil, silver, anything really that has some kind of value. And I would, of course, I would be in favor of gold, but that seems like the only way that we could stop anything from getting out of hand. See, I guess I'm trying to figure out why Pomp is being so pushy, and others are being so pushy about the U.S. making a digital currency to compete with China. And I guess my thing is, I haven't been able to make that connection yet. How if they have a digital, how that really affects us. because it seems more of an internal control to me. That's what it seems like. Unless what he's trying to get at is that everybody will eventually be using it, and so we'll be at a disadvantage not having that system. If that's what he's trying to say, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing a lot of coherent arguments made. I think he has I know he has an idea, but all of his followers on Twitter that I've been interacting with have no clue. No clue. And everybody just says the same thing over and over and over again, and nobody provides any additional information. So everyone just says, if you're not, basically the argument I've been hearing comes down to, if you're not first, you're last. So Nick says, when the government owes money, they just print more to issue more. That's going to be a hard habit to stop. I agree, man. I agree. That's the problem we're in today, baby. Problem we're in today. Fuck. Oh, man. Somebody responded to something I have on Twitter here. Shall we check it out? Or is this old news? Yeah, it's old news. Hey, so I never announced this. If you're listening to this or watching this, you can check out my website, tstuch.com. tstuch.com. I do blogs, daily blogs right now. And you can listen to my audio podcast. You can go to my YouTube channel, and everything's on there now. Moving over there. Taylor space Stutch, Taylor space Stutch. There's also some bonus videos that I put on there. I put on vlogs and other shit too. Yeah, dude, Nick, check it out, man. Check it out. It's Taylor space Stutch, Taylor space Stutch. There's a lot of overlapping material in what I'm thinking about in the recent podcast and video. But there's slightly different nuances in each one. And of course, some are completely different. What I'm writing about at the website's different. And I'm going to put up a store. I'm going to start selling some shit on there too. Just like random stuff, right? I'd love to be able to create my own brand out of it, but I don't know what to sell. You got shirts or beer koozies on there I can buy. Dude. So, okay. I've been thinking about selling shirts, but the thing is, I don't have enough of a following, so I don't want to, I really don't have much of a following. How about this? I understand that anything I try to sell, it's going to be in inventory for a while. That's how I'm thinking about it. So I guess as long as I understand that, that's okay. I just need to come up with some good shirt ideas. Yeah. So the thing is I know some things that could sell. Like I could sell political merchandise, but I don't want to do that because the stuff that I like to talk about, I'm sure Miss Butterfly will buy one. Yeah, I bet some people would over time, hopefully more. But yeah, you're right. You're right. She would. I just got to come up with something to sell. I have ideas. I imported some fitness stuff from China a while back ago. I haven't sold all of it. So I'm thinking about putting that up there. I'm thinking about re-energizing some of, I hate to import, but maybe I'll leave that alone. But I'd love to be able to buy and sell things that I've been interested in, but now sell them through my website. So it's just finding what that is that you want to deal with. So, shirts could always be good. They could always be good. I just got to think about what to put on them, But I'm going to go ahead and go to bed now. It was nice talking to you, man. Yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to discuss. And I've been looking at your messages about the Bitcoin stuff, the electricity stuff, and I'm on it. I've actually looked into how to build a rig. The other day I YouTubed it and saw about the amount of money that I would need to spend, which is not too much. I just need to debate if it's something I actually want to do or not. So, all right, peace out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.